Hey folks, we here at Red's Rollies care about fine quality tobacco. That's why we are introducing new Red's Pumpkin Spice Rollies.
Red's Pumpkin Spice Rollies.
It'll take you back to a time when you weren't living in abject misery and sorrow. A time when you weren't living in fear of a giant succubus.
Red's Pumpkin Spice Rollies.
And coming soon, Porticeps. Porticeps. Who needs teeth?
I'm just wondering where Candy's at. Candy should be up by now. It's almost 9 o'clock. Where she's at this moment. Alright folks, apparently the trolls are making their rounds behind the scenes, telling people behind the scenes, do not support me financially, that I'm making tons of money off of Google AdSense, and that there is absolutely no reason that you should financially support me at all. They actually told the federal government this. And I contacted them back and sent them a copy of my Google AdSense, which is what I'm getting ready to do for you. But I showed them I sent them a copy of my Google AdSense, and they're like, Mr. Von Helton, we will never bother you again. You know, because the trolls had told the federal government, said, oh yeah, Von Helton's making tons of money off of Google AdSense, and you know, and that he's got all this money and you need to rein him in and you need to control what he's getting and all this, you know. Total lie. Total and complete lie. Okay? And I'm getting ready to show you my current Google AdSense taken today. Alright? So there ain't no question. This is October 19th, 2016. I'm going to show you what I just got off my Google AdSense page today. Alright? So there ain't no ambiguity. There ain't no question about it. But you know, these trolls, they go behind the scenes and they tell people, yeah, don't support him. He's getting tons of money from Google AdSense. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, or I wouldn't be on here asking for donations, would I? No, of course not. Alright? But see, the trolls are out there influencing people and saying, oh, well, don't support him, don't help him, don't do anything for him. And I'm in the middle of a damn pledge drive, for fuck's sake, you know. I've got faulty equipment that is failing me, literally failing me. I just lost a hard drive. I've lost several monitors already. You know, shit is literally failing. My motherboard went down and CPU and stuff. I replaced all that thanks to a very generous donation of $500. I won't say who it was that gave that donation. That's on them if they wish to disclose that. But, you know, someone very generously gave $500 to keep my computer running so that I would have a modem and a medium in which to talk to you on. Because without the computer, I can't talk to you, right? You know, so they kindly gave me $500 to upgrade all my shit. So I upgraded the CPU, the motherboard, the video cards, and a memory, and voila, I'm still able to talk to you. Had I not gotten that $500 when I did, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. We wouldn't, literally. We literally would not be talking right now. Okay, so these donations are not something that I'm doing on a lark. Okay, I'm doing them because there is a reason and a purpose for them. And, as the Spirit leads you to move, I would ask that, you kindly consider donating. Now,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Kill yourself. The fuck. Please kill yourself. The fuck. You should really kill yourselves. The fuck. Please kill yourself. The fuck. You should really poo pee pee penis and vagina. Women with dicks and weak men with vaginas. So fucking delicate like mommy's fine china. If you have complaints, please wait your turn and line up. I got a message for these little fags trying to be a mama's boy and a teacher's pet, pimple face ass wipe looking like they just had a gynecologist stick 5 fingers in your ass, no lube. So what you gonna do? If you number 1, shove it up your ass and make it number 2. Oh. Ladies getting mad in the comments, and I'm hearing it. You'd think it was a typo with these red lines and periods. No comma. Bitches with their self-esteem, get out of the sauna. My shit lies in the sewers, closing the hatch. I only joke about disease as a reference that only you can catch. Oh my god. And if you think you're fucking grown up, keep breathing heavy with your keyboard and fedora. Hands around your dick with the kung fu grip, stroke it back and forth to My Little Pony clips, bitch. Go outside and ride a bike or something, and get laughed at by kids to remind you that you were nothing. And then get hit by every car or truck that ever passes. Your life flashes before your eyes. Oh wait, it's your Google glasses. Never mind, faggot. Just pick your ass up and take you to the closest sign, faggot. I'm not done yet. You get up and you go home. Sit at your computer and open up Google Chrome and then look at tutorials on how to hang yourself at home. And then you can hang yourself.
Is that the end of the story?
Keep reiterating September,
No, son.
September all over again. Stupid art. But anyway, November.
Please kill yourself.
November the 15th.
You should really kill yourselves.
I needed a week before that.
Please kill yourself.
And to pay bills and then.
You should really kill yourself.
I got a little
I
bit
have
of that
to be
anal
able
cream
to,
for your asshole.
What's for breakfast, Dad?
I can get the money just
Dad, what?
Anyway, the point is, definitely gotta have it though by the 15th of September, no question. So this is a pledge drive, okay? Now the trolls will sit there and tell you, oh, well, Von Helton is e-begging. Well, Cocoa Puffs want your money, but I don't hear anybody bitching about that. Sony Vaio wants your money, but I don't hear anybody bitching about that. We got, what's this one new phone that's out that's catching on fire? The something 7 catching on fire. I can't remember. Samsung.
If I can see 'em, I can go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, delicious chocolate-flavored cereal made with Hershey's cocoa. Woohoo! Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs!
Happens every time.
On fire. Alright, all Samsung wants is your money too, but I don't hear anybody bitching, even though the damn thing's catching on fire, they say. So I mean, everybody wants your fucking money, alright? The question is, do you feel like what I'm telling you is relevant to your life? Do you feel like what I'm telling you is actually going to impact your life for the better? If the answer is yes, then, I would consider a donation, no matter how small. But, of course, the trolls will say it's e-begging. But then, like I said, we got a woman bragging about buying a brand new sports car, a very expensive sports car, with her Google AdSense money, bragging about it. And where's the trolls on that? Oh, well, they're silent. Okay, so then, you know, the trolls are a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Okay, that's the number one thing you gotta know about trolls. They are hypocrites. Alright? Someone else can be doing the exact same thing, and they won't say one word. Okay, because they're focused on that evil Von Helton guy. We gotta stop that evil Von Helton guy. You know, we can't let him get his voice out here, because the things he says might actually help people, and we don't want that.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Since because
you're a
she's not that
fucking
evil.
cunt.
See, these trolls
Shut the fuck
have
up.
a reason and a purpose. They have a heart on them.
You're a stupid
Because
cunt. Suck
if
my
they didn't, they'd
dick.
be over there bitching at her for buying a car with her Google AdSense
Shut
instead
the
of spending
fuck
it on
up.
something important, right? Yeah. Okay.
Stop
so
being
they're
a
hypocrites,
fucking
number
cunt.
one. And number two,
Shut
they're
the
a
fuck
gym that
up.
has to silence me, not that chick over there. talking
Nobody
bullshit. Because the
even
chick
wants
talking
you
bullshit
here.
isn't going to change your life, is it? No, it's not. Alright? See, the things I discuss can actually change your life for the better. Right? And that's why the trolls and the haters want to shut down my channel. That's why they don't want you giving to me to help keep my channel alive.
I just wanna let you know you're a stupid fucking cunt. Go ahead and run your mouth. Pussy, I don't give a fuck. You're a stupid piece of shit. You're a stupid fucking bitch. Get the fuck up off my dick. Get the fuck up off my dick. Like, please, and your fucking life. Please, and your fucking life. I really gotta emphasize, no one cares if you're alive. You're a fucking penis hole. Grab a dick and eat it whole. I need to know if you were dropped when you were just a fetus though. You're so fucking ugly and your face is fucking foul. Jeez, you're so fucking loud. Can you shut your fucking mouth? Can you shut the fuck up? You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick.
Well, here's the thing. These trolls, and if you don't believe me, you can just go to any of my hate videos and read it for yourself. These trolls believe they're made out of Teflon. They believe that nothing will stick to them, in other words. They believe that they can't be arrested, that nobody's going to throw them in front of a judge. And I have to admit, there was a time there where I would feign, you know, suing them or having them thrown in jail because I was mad, you know, but I thought, well, you know, maybe, you know, if I act like I'm going to sue them, or if I act like I'm going to put them behind bars, maybe they'll leave me the fuck alone. And I tried that for a while. The problem is that it doesn't fucking work. That's the problem. So, now it's time to do the shit for real. Okay? And, you know, they honestly believe that they can get on here and break the law and nobody's going to do jack shit. They honestly believe that shit. And so it's time to prove them wrong.
And die the next day, and your daughter has to
They're
see
over
you
there
get
sitting now
lowered
and
in your
I
grave.
ain't going to sue, I ain't going to sue. I don't know if you saw my latest video. I've had enough. I have to go to court tomorrow anyway. So while I'm at court tomorrow, I'll be talking to my attorney, Mr. White.
And you can get a hold of lawyers that will actually sit there and do it where it's pay to win.
Right. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell him the story. He's already defended me against these trolls before. Of course, he was court appointed when he did that, but that's not the point. The point is he has experience at defending me against these trolls. The last time they started a bunch of shit. And so, you know, I'm going to talk to him first, see if he's willing to do pay to win. If he is, you know, me and him both will get fucking rich, because like I said in my video, I'm going to be suing for $10 million.
So why the fuck would I go on for a 5th time, idiots? Are you guys really that stupid? How many times do I gotta say? I've already been on the show 4 times and didn't get one single penny. So why the hell would I go on for a 5th time and not get paid?
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Are you people psychotic? Or
You're
are
a
you just that stupid?
fucking
They're
cunt.
making shit tons of money.
Shut the fuck up.
That is obvious.
You're
So,
a stupid cunt. Suck my dick.
I'm doing fine, Johnny.
I checked the
Shut the
analytics
fuck
on your
up.
videos, and one single
the Coast Interceptor Command. This station will now leave the air. Put out your lights. This station will now leave the air.
The first night we heard that out here on the coast, believe me, the hair stood right up in our heads, and the lights went out. For the first time in this century, automobiles were gone from the streets, pulled up with the headlamps out. Suddenly, Los Angeles was a silent city, and in the quiet, we all felt kind of solemn, as if we knew for the first time how the man felt who said a generation ago, "The lights are going out all over Europe. God send they go on again in our time." But the next day, the sound came back like a shout. News bulletins every few minutes on the radio, conflicting headlines hitting the streets almost as fast, and we all talked at once. Were there really enemy planes over last night or not? Everybody was hungry for information, which brings us to the hero of this short picture. Everybody knows him. He belongs to one of the largest families in the land. There are thousands of him, springing up like skunk cabbage, shooting off his or her face in practically everybody's neighborhood. His name is Blabbermouth, and incidentally, we think of him as a kind of a heel.
If you ask me where our Navy is, it's down at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. That's where it is. The Japs sunk every darn ship of it at Honolulu. Why, I tell you, there's nothing at all to protect us anymore. Those Japs will be landing here any day now.
While 10 or 20,000 blabbermouths were sounding off over the land, however, there appeared in one Los Angeles newspaper an article that clearly foresaw the great danger in which blabbermouth could place us. If you were forced to stand ordeal by fire, your only hope of emerging unburned would be to wear asbestos clothes. But to avoid being hurt by rumors, no protective clothing will suffice. Instead, we must carry a yardstick, a standard of values to measure everything we see or hear. For example, our trembling tonsorial artist, when he heard what the local blabbermouth was saying in the first week after Pearl Harbor, might have said to himself, "I know Japan has an excellent Navy. Many an American did underrate it. That the Japanese Navy was victor of round one wasn't a rumor, but a solemn report from the President himself." But even in our blackest hours, these facts blazed out over the Pacific. Before the war started, the combined fleets of the United States, Great Britain, and the Netherlands Indies had at least 16 battleships in the Pacific to the Japs' 11. Japan had 9 aircraft carriers as compared to our 7. But the 7 Allied carriers, being larger ships, could carry almost 100 planes more between them than could the 9 smaller Jap ships. The Allies had 61 cruisers in the Pacific. The Japanese had 49. The Allies had 163 destroyers in the Pacific. Japan had 130. The Allies had 90 submarines in the Pacific. Japan had 75. Total for Japan, 274 ships. Total for the United Nations, 337. And to supplement all this, the air arm of the Allied fleet is 20 times as large as when World War II began. 20 times as large. And incidentally, none of these figures include the vast potential strength of Russia's Pacific fleet, watchfully poised at Japan's back door. But despite these facts, many a rumor boy still insists that our fleet was KO'd at Pearl Harbor. The fleet that has since then littered the Australian seas with flaming Japanese wreckage. The fleet that is at this minute very busy indeed. But of course, mere statistics never baffle a true blabbermouth. Deep down under the ground, he burrows along, still singing his mournful tune.
Maybe so, but you gotta be prepared to fight a war like this one. Why, my brother-in-law Wilbur, you know, the one with the egg-shaped head?
Yeah.
Well, his girl heard a fellow say that the Japs had stocked up on enough iron and oil and ammunition to fight a 20-year war. And now that they took Malaya and the Dutch East Indies, they've got rubber, too.
It is not rumor but fact that Japan has for years accumulated a formidable stockpile by purchasing the discarded odds and ends of the world's junkyards. By using the most ingenious salvage methods imaginable, she is able to convert this material, along with the crude iron ore available from her own limited resources, into a yearly production of 7 million tons of steel. 7 million tons, which is a lot of steel. The United States is producing 88 million tons, which is more steel. Japan produces aluminum, too, 24,000 tons annually. The United States produces 400,000 tons. And that means bombers that can shuttle over Japanese war factories in a long, deadly stream. Then there is copper, without which ammunition can neither be manufactured nor exploded. Japan can actually produce 85,000 tons of copper a year, while all we can turn out annually is 800,000 tons, 10 times more. The boys from Berlin, Rome, and Tokyo have 29% of the world's coal. The Allies have 67%, more than twice as much. Then there is the oil. Ah, says Blabbermouth, they've taken the oil away from us. Forgetting, of course, that every time the enemy swept into an oil field, he found it a flaming ruin. Out of these devastated fields will come very little oil for a long time. Very little to add to the Axis share of just 3% of the world's oil. And although it is true, Mr. Blabbermouth, that the enemy now has access to the world's greatest source of rubber in Malaya and the Indies, we have answers to that problem, too. First of all, there is civilian sacrifice on a national scale, with the family horseless carriage laid up in the garage, while Mother and Dad develop muscles they haven't used for years, thus helping to create the largest stockpile of natural rubber in American history for use on military vehicles. Then there's our infant industry of synthetic rubber, which in 1 year will be 10 times what it was last year. And added to these, there are the tremendous resources placed at our disposal by our good neighbors of Central and South America, potentially the richest source of rubber in the world. And not only rubber, but tin, manganese, chrome, mica, tungsten, and lead, item for item matching the war materials temporarily won by the Axis on the other.
Hey folks, it's Reb. Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? So I guess I might offend enough people with this to get my channel taken down. Who knows? Let's try. So, have you heard about this crazy shit with J.K. Rowling? Right? She's the Harry Potter author and that coolness, right? Everybody loves Harry Potter. Not me, really. I never really got into it, but whatever. I'm not judging that. So, apparently, she has been canceled everywhere because she said that there's two genders. Well, biologically speaking, it's been taught that way for time and eternity, and it's in the Bible even. God created man, he created them, male and female. Oh my God, it's so, you're stating biological facts, straight up, just biological facts here, that there's two genders. There's not, and it's a period at the end of that, okay? I'm really sick of this. I was asking my son, how many genders are there, Will? And he goes, there's two, but I'm like, no, stop. There's a period there. Oh, he's like, let me continue. No, stop. You're correct right there. There's two. Stop there. Okay, so she's canceled because she stated the facts. And it's a similar thing that Dave Chappelle said. Okay, well, Dave Chappelle didn't even say it. So I'm going to state it now. They want to take this woman's rights away of her own work, her own book, just for saying this stuff. This shit has to stop now. So I created this book, The Tento Saga, much less successful than the Harry Potter series, but I'll state it for fact that Wolfgang Zonfer is a heterosexual white male, and his love that he finds on the Renaissance, Alexia, is a white female. Okay, there's two genders, so now you're going to cancel me for that bullshit. This has got to stop. They're changing people's perception of reality, folks. Bye-bye.
But when arithmetic begins to baffle our hero, he turns to another rumor that has often swept over the entire world. Yes, Homer?
Yeah, but like I was saying before that jerk called you over, that article I was reading said those Nazis and Japs been training for this war ever since they was knee-high. Now, how can people used to peace like we are ever expect to beat them?
We do all right.
Yes, Wang, you're doing all right. In your ancient land, peace wasn't just political talk, but a religion. To steal a slice of your country was as easy as taking candy from a baby, wasn't it? You little farmers of China, they say that when the first Japanese planes flew over you, you couldn't even comprehend what they were. Couldn't imagine the death that would plunge down on you. And this was only yesterday. Yet you Chinese people, the people of peace, learned your lesson so quickly that you made the invaders' heads spin, moving your schools and factories inland, burrowing into your Rocky Mountains. And out of your multitudes, you could produce the leaders of war, too. Chiang Kai-shek isn't old-fashioned. He and his generals learned the art of war when Hitler was still painting breweries. And out of China's heart, he molded an army. And it is said that the Germans believed about the Russians just before it started to grow cold last winter, that they were a nation of industrious, slow-witted people that wouldn't know which end of the gun the bullet came out of. But overnight, the Russians turned from internal development of their country to devote all of their energies to its defense. And overnight, they smashed the most dangerous rumor in the world, the one that said that the German military machine could never be stopped. Destroy one rumor, though, and two more will spring up. Sometimes, the Lord forbid, Blabbermouth appears as the female of the species.
But, my dear, everybody knows the country's just crawling with fifth columnists. Why, just the other day, when I was shopping for a girdle, I went into Mr. Smith's delicatessen. And there was Mr. Smith and that fat wife of his eating sauerkraut in the back room just as bold as brass. I just know they were up to something.
Mrs. Blabbermouth, the yardstick of common sense reminds us that our own FBI had opportunity to learn a lesson from France and Norway, and learn it well. France had no such roundups of real fifth columnists as is shown in these news pictures. We have had 3 years more than they had to get ready, and there is no moment in the day or night that our FBI is not watching and ready to spring. And did you ever stop to realize that compared to the fifth column that is fighting against the Axis, our traitors are just a bunch of amateurs? Take a look at the map, where directly under the shadow of the swastika labors the fifth column that struggles and gives its blood for us. Untold numbers of temporarily conquered Czechs, Poles, Danes, Norwegians, Dutch.
December the 11th. December the 11th, apparently I go into court over guardianship of my mother. And according to the trolls, at least, that's when the Frosts are going to try to claim the land as theirs and try to take my truck away and all this good shit. The problem that they have is that if that happens, they'll be going to prison. They don't know it yet, but they'll be going to prison, every fucking one of them. But they don't know it yet. Because like I said, I've been in contact with the governor's office. I've been in contact with the U.S. Marshal's office. I've been in contact with Rand Paul's office. I've been in contact with a lot of people, a lot of Kentucky state senators and congressmen. I've been in contact with them on a regular basis or semi-regular basis. Everyone is aware of this situation. And if the Frosts try to take my land or try to take my truck, they're in deep shit. They don't know it yet, but they're in deep shit. Every one of them will end up in prison. Marcia, Millie, James, Larry, Ronnie Ray, all of them will end up in fucking jail for what they've done to me, my children, and my mother. Elder abuse is a thing. Child abuse is a thing. And when you're constantly calling CPS out to traumatize my children and traumatize my mother, you are committing abuse. Yes, you are. The Frosts are, no, the Frosts are, they're distant relatives to me and my mother. They try to claim that they're blood to my mother. They're not. They're from her half-brother, Arnold. They're from her half-brother, Arnold, but they keep trying to claim that they're blood to her. And I keep trying to explain to the dunderheads that you got Guilford's bloodline. Then you got all his children. And his children each make a bloodline. Alice makes a bloodline. Guilford.
Belgians, French, Yugoslavians, and Greeks. No Axis conqueror but who does not admit the existence of this terrible hidden army that forces him to tie up great forces of occupation throughout all Europe. But despite Hitler's 100,000 spies, he cannot even prevent our hidden allies from listening to secret radio messages, nor wipe out the big V's that spring out mysteriously wherever the Nazi soldier passes. But alas, alas, do you know that there are millions who still believe in the secret weapon rumor? Butch Blabbermouth, of course, is a sucker for this yarn.
Hey, Bill. Listen to this. It says here in Confusing Stories that them Nazis got a new weapon, can fly 432 miles an hour, can land on the water and make like a battleship with 16-inch guns, and on land it can burrow underground like a mole. Holy smokes. It shoots deadly radium rays, can kill a whole city just like that.
Everything is right about the secret weapon story, except that it just isn't true. So far in this war, authorized military observers have reported no mechanical nor physical secret weapons in use by either side, but only new use.
Flash kids. All right, Snoopy. We got the enemy positions. Let's turn back and report what we saw.
They're sleeping.
What?
The Jerrys! The blankets are on! They're sleeping, Charlie Brown! Get the mustard gas.
The mustard gas?
Did I stutter?
They're asleep!
They're about to be awake. Now, Charlie Brown!
That was wrong! That was wrong!
We're heroes! We're heroes! What? You let them get behind us! Do your goddamn job, Charlie Brown!
190 climbing right wing. That was incredible!
We're not done yet.
What are you doing? He's defenseless!
He's the enemy! You think he's just gonna hit the ground and stop being a soldier? Do you?
Please, Snoopy, please! He's just a kid!
Take it up with the Kaiser.
Oh God, no! No, no, no! No, you can't! Stop it, Snoopy! Stop it! Get off him! Bad! Oh my God, what did you do to him? Oh, it's just a game! Someone help! Where are the adults?
For old tricks. Parachute troops, for example, invented long ago right here in the United States, and definitely no secret, employing suicide units to attain briefly a particular objective, or simply cutting down the manpower of a submarine. Those Americans who still tremble at the secret weapon rumor have forgotten that most of the new weapons of war were thought up by Americans. More than a century ago, the Yankees got together and worked out a contraption that would go under the water, tested it out until it actually worked, and so in...
No, I'm getting this fucking shit. If you can't handle it, get off the internet. What makes you think I'm not handling it? I'm speaking, am I not? I know it's hard for people now to understand that there was this thing that happened a long time ago where it was called communication, and human beings actually talked among each other and went back and forth and discussed things instead of condemning and shaming others when you first initially meet a human being. There was a time where human beings tried to explain why they are the way they are and what they're doing and stuff. That actually is called communication, and I know you don't understand that, but that's okay. I don't think you think just because I'm new to you that I'm new to the business of YouTube and I can't handle my shit, but I fucking can handle it because I've been doing YouTube for 13 fucking years, okay? I'm a fucking veteran when it comes to fucking YouTube. And when it comes to shitty fucking assholes like you, I'm just gonna tell you that you're shitty fucking assholes and you need to, you know, what Gabby Hanna likes to say, be better. And I know it's hard for you to become a better person because you spent your whole life on the internet, so you think these ideas of being bullies to other people is actually going to significantly change things in a human being, and it doesn't. I always wonder where I would be in life if I was just nurtured instead of shamed, because I am what becomes what you do to others, okay? That's why I'm so vocal when I speak to people who are fucking bullies, like Irate Alex and Callie, Life of a Free Spirit, and Charlie Gold. They're all bullies. So I'm going to be very vocal when I hear bullies. The reason why I said anything to Irate Alex and called him a pedophile enabler, because he was shaming the girls for being so vocal about what happened to Onision. And he was shaming people for warning people about Onision, because Irate Alex only wanted the claims of being Onision to himself. So he'd go shame Repsion and all these other people. And that's why I called Irate Alex a pedophile enabler. So go fuck yourselves if you have any fucking problem with that. But when you shame people who are trying to help people, you're an asshole. So, and then there's Callie, and how that started is I told her to leave Chantel Marie alone. And she doesn't want to be told what to do. Callie wants to continue on her hate brigade because it gives her views. Because her views are not good when she's just talking about herself. I have made a video about it. You can see it for yourself of how her views when she's just focused on herself is compared to her views when she's focused onto other people.
Hey, how y'all doing, motherfuckers? Yeah, you're right. Carl's folks, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to blow this off, man. But I went to start a live stream, and it was 7 days, man. Jello, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I couldn't hear you over in the.
I know. I'm really stoned.
All right. Well, then it's good, right?
Yeah. And I just started playing stuff, and it was like, fuck. And then I was like, oh, yeah. I go, oh, I'm not muted. And then I was like, oh, shit. At first I got anyway, yeah, I was. But, yeah.
No, I get it. The first assumption that I was lying to you. No problem. I get, yeah.
Yeah. feeling hurt, man. I mean, oh man, somebody got me for community guidelines, and I can't even figure out what the fuck it is. I am upset.
What's the community guideline that they got? Did you know?
I don't know. It just on the video. It just says, whatever, something, video remove, or I don't know. Fuck. I'll look into it. I don't know. Fuck. It's
Sure.
like, you know, I'm either thinking it's Marble Mouth or Mikey, you know, because Marble Mouth's done it before, and but I had an yeah, I don't know, just.
Didn't she normally do stuff like that under Shani's behest?
Yeah.
And isn't she not really? Aren't they kind of still?
Well, they are sisters in Christ. You
They
know,
are.
and-
Yeah, that's true. That's
yeah. So I mean but yeah, it sucks, man. I had something already and everything. I was wondering why my internet was all going wonky earlier today and shit, and it just hadn't. Maybe that's when the transition was going. I don't know. But I was, oh God.
So your other channel, like you can't upload it, or you can't do streams at the moment?
Nope. Can't upload or stream for 7 days.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Just because somebody got their fucking feelings hurt.
Man, whoever does that is a real bitch.
Wow. I was expecting the next thing out of your mouth. You were going to go, it was me. But,
no! Whoever's
no.
doing this. I mean, if I could justify it as funny, I might do something like that to you, but I don't even know how to find that funny.
Yeah.
If you were in on the joke, then it could somehow be a joke, right? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna flag down your channel. Giggle, giggle, giggle. You know, so I don't know. Maybe something. I don't know. I don't know how you would make that. I don't know.
I don't know. Feelings are hurt, man. You know, I mean, I was on a roll there for a while, you know, and everything and stuff, and I thought, wow, shit, you know, nobody's gonna fuck with Grampy Lobster. Boy, was I wrong.
How do you like my new picture?
I love it. I really do.
Isn't
You
that
look
great?
like it's like Jason dying on the cross for our sins. You know,
It's like a it's the dead eyes that I love. This is it's a completely vapid look. Like maybe already dead.
People do suck, Saint. So, I have a feeling that Marble Mouth bites off more than she can chew frequently. Yeah, Jesus God, if you watch some of her videos, I mean, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. She looks like a good chewer.
A what?
A good chewer.
Well, yeah. I'm not really sure what that means, but
well, as far as her biting off more than she can, like she often like tries. She likes to start shit, but she doesn't like to like have her name thrown into shit.
Yeah.
Right. So she'll do as much as she can behind the scenes, and then she'll just like kind of run away and sit there and watch with her popcorn.
Well, she still thinks that I'm behind some group of people. I'm sending people around to stalk her. And then if anything has happened to her, she's pretty much put it on me. You know? I'm like, I could give two fucks. You're just a fucking lulz cow. I don't give two fucks about, you know.
She's a boring lulz cow.
Oh, yeah, that was the whole thing. And then when but the funny part was when she would speak, you know, yeah. You know, in my walk with Christ as a Christian, you know, I play with Barbie dolls. I'm in my mid-30s. And,
yeah, you got more out of what she says than I can.
I get the feeling, I like to feel like Britney Spears, you know. I remember when I was 15 and, You know, Britney was, that was Britney, man. Classic Britney. You know, she's forever like 15. She's one of those weird kids that,
Are we still using the word retarded?
I can, yes.
All right, then yeah, okay, yeah. She's she's one of those kids.
Yeah. But yeah, I just, I don't know.
I don't mean any, people take me wrong all the time.
No.
I don't mean any offense. When I say retard, I mean she's a window licker. Right? Yeah. So don't go telling her that I called her a retard, because I didn't call her a retard because that's all I said. She's a window licker. She's fucking retarded.
Well, as long as you're
I just wanted to be clear.
Yeah, as long as you're clear.
Just don't go saying I called her a retard, because that's not what I said when I said it.
Mm-hmm.
What I said.
Right. Well, here's some more stuff. I just I mishmashed some of this Shani stuff for. This is fun to watch. It's even got closed captions,
I don't need other people in order to carry my channel. I can make the channel all about myself, which is why I speak about myself, and which is why I talk about my problems and my mental health and the things that are going on with me, because I'm not going to go and spend my whole life talking about other people when I can talk about myself. You see how that works? And but here's the thing. People like Hallie and Irate Alex are so boring as individuals themselves. They themselves cannot even carry their own channel because they can't do it unless they're talking about another individual, which is pretty sad in my personal opinion. They can go say, oh, Shannon is a husband beater, a man beater. And to which I respond, you know what? You're damn right I'm a man beater. If you push me hard enough, I will beat your motherfucking ass, because I don't want to be motherfucking raped again. So yeah, I'm going to be defensive like that. And if you have a problem with that, that's on you, not on me. I don't like it when men get aggressive in my fucking face. And I think I have every right to feel that way, because men like to invade my personal boundary as a human being. And when a man invades my personal boundary as a human being, that's when Shannon clicks from logical mode to survival mode. And survival mode Shannon doesn't give a fucking shit about no one but herself, because according to my psychological profile, I become 80%
Shannon never gives a shit
narcissistic.
about no one but herself. That's her normal mode.
Oh, I totally agree.
Me. That's why I talk about myself on my channel, because I'm a fucking narcissist.
Taken over. Years of trauma taken over, blacking out a part of my mind that is decompartmentalized in my head, where there's an emergency going on and I feel triggered, I feel, oh my god, something bad's about to happen, I will defend myself. And I asked the therapist, is this normal? He's like, yes, that's normal when people get into survival mode. So
it's
decompartmentalized,
folks.
Right.
Decompartmentalized. Like, because sometimes you gotta, decompartmentalize things.
Yeah, Shelly's, God, I feel sorry. I really do. For any mental health professional, medical, whatever, but like when they go in there to start talking to Shani, and give her like a mental health evaluation, I think we've all had a few of those in the hospital. But oh my God, I wouldn't want to be that person that had to have that conversation with her, and talk to her.
God. Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall, though?
Oh God, yeah. I would.
I would love to be around when a doctor was, because it doesn't happen every time, because she's a manipulative bitch, but sometimes doctors figure out what she's doing and turn her away for pill seeking. And I'm pretty certain that doctors aren't terribly nice to you when they do that. I just got a feeling. I don't know. I've never, you know, been a drug seeker, not in that way, right? Like they don't hand out uppers at the anyway. That's, you know,
the closest thing you'll get is maybe some coffee.
When I was seeking drugs, I would go to the guy on the corner. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
Go and see your man, right? Like that's what.
Yeah. You got
like, you can't get that shit over the counter, even at the pharmacy. Like you just can't. Yeah.
Well, maybe you could get a lot of the ingredients over the.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah.
We're not. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not going to get into that. They're just. But Shani, yeah, definitely a drug seeker. You can tell every time she, even now, you know, with her latest shit, you know, when she goes to the doctor. Oh my God, she feels like she's gonna die, and then they give her Percocets, and she's happy for a couple of days. Probably enough. The doctor says, "No, take it." Well, you know she doses correctly, right?
Oh, for sure. Like how does a fucking wildebeest like this correctly dose anyway?
Yeah,
is it 4 or 8 times the normal dosage? I don't even understand.
But
it's a normal dose for her.
You can always tell when Shani's like the whole process of her going to the doctor. I'm sick. This is, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I've got this. I've got that. Coming back, telling the whole story about what the doctor says. Oh my God, it's amazing she's still able to walk. You know, I mean, it's amazing she can lift her head.
Well, she would like to just brush under the rug the fact that she's had like cancer 3 times now, according to her.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
that's just breast cancer.
Bless her heart, she's doing really well, even with the chemo and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Hey, Elsie, what up, girl?
Hi, Elsie.
You know, and by the way, can I just say I don't normally like speaking up for Shani, but she looks almost human in this clip.
Well,
here.
Comparatively, the way she does now, sure. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, she looks like she might not smell that rancid in this picture. You know I'm probably wrong, but sometimes when I look at like
you have been wrong before, Joe.
I've been wrong before, but sometimes when I look at Foodie Beauty Chantel, I'm like, she looks like she doesn't smell that bad, but of course there's a good chance I'm wrong, right? Like,
oh yeah.
But in this clip, Shani looks like she might actually smell human, like she wouldn't, you know, fog up a convenience store. Kind of thing.
Okay. I can, you know, okay, sure. I'll give you that. But let's
survival mode a lot easier than others. I'm weaker that way. So I tend to warn people, don't push my buttons because you don't know what will happen if my buttons are pushed. Unfortunately, some people know that about me, that I do have that trigger button, and you can push me over the edge. And they use that to take advantage of situations so they can get the upper hand.
I'm all your fault. Everything I do is your fault. I'm not to blame for anything I do.
Yeah, she said she'd get mad. You guys just pushed it. She even goes into the incredible. There's a comparison with Incredible Hulk coming up. I just wanted to let you know that.
I like that she mentioned.
But the problem is, I have hidden that trigger button so deep within my subconscious, it's very hard to hit that button now. That trigger button.
The trigger button.
Because I realize when I'm blackout, I can cause some serious damage.
Yeah, you can get yourself
and I don't want to
arrested.
cause that damage, but yet, I'm crazy. I can't help it. So I'd rather warn people like, hi, I'm...
No, she has, you know, she says, oh, I'm crazy. No, she has no self-control. She has no filters.
She has no desire to control herself.
No, because she thinks that, you know, well, yeah.
Well, this here is the attitude, right? It's all your fault. Why do I have to worry? I don't have to worry about repercussions or consequences if everything I do is everybody else's fault.
Yeah, because you did this.
Yeah, you.
Incredible Hulk.
trigger
You don't want to see my power unleashed. Or I'm fucking Phoenix.
Well, Rev's seen her power unleashed a few times.
Please, don't push my fuck it all button.
What does that even mean?
Because I am dangerous
Bitch, you learn to
when that
control
fuck it all
you're
button is
dangerous
pushed.
to yourself, retard.
Yeah, no shit. I mean,
But someone has to push that button.
yep.
And it has to be put. It takes a long time to get to that button. A long time. Because I have instilled a lot of patience in me. A lot of patience in me. And I warn people, get the fuck out of my face. Leave me alone. You're fucking getting near me. Get the fuck away from me. I will separate myself from a total different room.
I
Just so
wonder
that
how
button doesn't
many
get pushed.
times. I wonder how many times she told Drag to get out of her face before she, her trigger button made her yell the N-word at him a lot of times. Because, I mean, I don't, like, I feel like if she had sent Drag messages telling him to leave her alone, I think he would have read those to us laughing. I just got a feeling. I could be wrong, but I think she's kind of lying here. I think she's sort of making it up as she goes along. Like not like this is an intentional script or anything. Like she just doesn't know what's going to come out of her face next, and that's fine with her.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways how I cope and deal with my mental illness, but there are times where men want to be fucking assholes to me, and when they're fucking assholes to me and they push that button, I set off. Because sometimes men are such fucking assholes where they will chase you to your little safe space and corner you in your fucking safe space, and when it comes to me and I'm in my space,
The way she spoiler alert, the way she deals with her own mental issues is she eats.
Yeah, true.
That's
safe space.
sorry to ruin the big surprise,
that is a
guy.
no-no. That is a no-no.
That's a no-no.
You can't do that to me. Too much trauma.
Uh-oh. You can't see me. Little John Cena.
I will fucking freak out. I will freak out on you. And you don't want to see me freak out on you because I'm really fucking scary. And it takes a really long time for me to calm down after an event like that happens.
Yeah, and then they should, that's how you end up in well, let's put a psychiatric ward, lockdown, the padded room, all things that I've been I've been in a few. I've
She's
even
done more
been in
damage to herself than anyone has ever done to her.
I have never. Look, and I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this, as a badge of honor and stuff like that, but as many, and it's not like I've been in like every one, and please don't take this the wrong way, but as many times as I've been in like a 72-hour hold, or in a mental hospital, or a couple times a state hospital, and and even on the other side, like being an advocate, for a loved one that's going through things like that. I've met some, I'll use the word crazy fucking people that just have this, and you meet them every time you're in one of those places. If you're there for more than a couple of days, because they're always sitting there and they always want to tell you about stuff, right? And it's, oh God, it's probably, I guess you talk about lawyers, they have people in there that are suing everybody. There's
like Vaughn.
Yeah, people like Shani, that just like this one guy, he was like really paranoid. And just one day I just said, look, if the cops know your name, there's probably a reason, right? He goes, "No, I've never done anything," right? And then and then after that, he's telling me about all these times that, he's gotten in with the cops and he's been arrested for this and that. And I'm like, well, that's why the cops. He goes, but I didn't do anything, like that. He goes, and they're always fucking with me. I'm like, yeah, but you're usually guilty. You know what I mean? There's a reason they know your name. You know what I mean? They just and with Shani, it's she doesn't have the ability to just say, you know what? Yeah, we've all done some crazy shit in our life, you know, and sometimes it's hard to swallow, but some of the stuff we've done in our life is our fault, you know. Some of it's not. But Shani, God, you know, when Shani and Rev do finally split up one day, and you know statistically it will, Jello, right? I can't wait for the sexual assault accusations against Rev on Shani.
Oh.
Because
Yeah,
she's
she's
accused
gonna-
like literally everybody else. She's accused G-Man. She's of maybe not, you know, actual rape or anything, but being inappropriate. You know what I mean? She takes it. That's one of her weapons, you know.
Well, you remember what she was doing last Christmas? When she was like, was it last Christmas? It was last Christmas that they were, when she was downstairs and when he wasn't around, talking about he's been hitting me again. You know, it's like she's trying to set him up, and I guarantee when she actually does leave him,
Hi, comfort doll.
she will she'll go scorched earth. You know what I mean? She will try to destroy his life. And everybody I said it a million times, #run Rev run. He fucking should have #run Rev run, and he didn't. So fuck him. I don't really care. Like I don't like either one of these people. So
no.
She starts throwing trumped up charges at him, I'm gonna fucking laugh.
Yeah, well, you know, God, I
I'm gonna laugh at both of them. Both of them.
Right.
It's gonna be funny to me.
Well, what I find, you know, was the original one, you know, when Rev and Shani got drunk when they went to go see Detective Pikachu.
That was a 911 call gone wrong.
Right. I still think that if that was a power play on Shani's part that night.
She failed bad.
And it backfired on her. But if it would have,
that's like a swing and a miss.
If it would have happened, think of things that may have been different if that would have been successful on her part.
If only Shani was smart enough to be a danger to other people and not herself.
True.
I'm glad she's an idiot.
But I kind of wonder what it would have been. What would have been a little bit different, you know, if Rev would have gone to jail and Shani would have been there with access and everything, and I just think it might have been a little, you know, maybe, I mean, it would have been a shit show, and
we would have had a different story, because in order for all that to happen, the sex whip shit would have had to not have come out. And remember how Rev was, he wasn't trying to tell them about that.
No.
They're like, did you hit her? And she's like, no, I don't hit her. I wouldn't hit her. And then they're like, hey, what are those red marks on you from? And so they start checking him out, right? So
she likes to slap me around.
Yeah, we got,
she told me I like it.
I was only drooling a little bit at the time. I was able to say some words. I could say hungry and poopy.
Let's continue.
And I don't like when that event happens. Because it's the worst side of me. But like I said, it's very hard to get to that, because I will warn you beforehand to stay away from me. And usually, after a couple fucking tries with people who have gone down that road and continue to press my buttons, after I told them not to push my buttons, you're going down a very dark path with those dark buttons.
Yeah, but you'll just wind up in jail again, Shabby.
They learn not to push my buttons and just chill out with me.
just deal with
That's
it.
all I need. Just I'm very chill. When you relax around me and you're chill with me, I'm fucking fine.
Don't question her.
I'm a hyper empath. But if you're gonna be agitated and angry with me, you're gonna see a really bad side of me. And it's not a good side of me. I don't like that side of me.
Yeah,
that's why I
neither does Rev.
try to keep things a balance. Because borderlines need balance. They don't need disorder, because when disorder comes, we can't think right.
You know, God damn, I wanna. Jesus. The whole borderline personality. She, you know. Fuck me. There's people out there that have the same fucking. It's not an excuse, and I know it sounds like I'm repeating myself. I've got a lot. So some of this stuff that Shanny said, you know, like the borderline. Like I've talked to you, Jello. I've got issues, okay, and that's kind of part of what they are and stuff. And I've never. I try to have fun with what I deal with. You know, I try to, you know, it's not an excuse. I just, you know, I have a sense of humor, whatever, you know, but I don't try to make it anything. Oh my God, she just, you have to excuse everything she does. It's like she's a card-carrying member of, I can do whatever I want because I'm mentally ill. I have a diagnosis. My doctor says I'm this way, so I can act however I want. It's my illness, you know. And you can't say anything because if you do, then you hate the disabled, you know. And just, what a fucking cunt. Sorry.
Our thinking ability becomes very fragmented, very survival, very reptilian-like in thinking.
Reptilian.
And it's not nice to push someone's buttons when you know that's their weakness.
I forgot exactly
It's very
how far
okay, I'm 36 years old. I'm pretty fucking set in my ways.
Wow.
And I've been doing social media since I was 15 years old. So for 21 years, I've been doing social media. I can fucking handle my shit, okay? But I may be crying sometimes while doing it.
Keep getting kicked off
But
of
that's what
everything?
I've always done. I want you to aim accuracy. And you guys
You know what?
whine and bitch and complain and say that
I've been on the.
if someone's gonna fling shit at
Can
you,
pause
you
this for
fling
just a
fucking
moment,
shit
Jeff?
back at them. Show them how it's like.
Yeah.
Show them how it feels.
Can you pause it for a moment, Grampy?
Sure.
I got one for her. I've been on the internet since before it was like graphical. I hung out. I used modems from our home phone line to call in to bulletin boards to chat with other people. I've been using the internets for quite some time. I've never been banned from a site. Like, I can handle my shit on the internet. So I know she thinks she can handle her shit on the internet, but she's been banned from just about every fucking app she's ever used at least once.
Yeah. 36 years old. That's a benchmark. Yeah. I don't give two fucks how someone.
Every year Shani lives is a year to be celebrated. Let's face it. You don't weigh that much and live that fucking long. She's pretty stoked she's 36. I get her being proud on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Feels. How about that? And yes, I'm gonna be defensive, and yes, I'm gonna defend people, and if you have a problem with it, that's on you.
Ooh.
You like to bash people. If you can't take it, then get off the internet.
Boom.
Wait, you
It's
were
official,
just
guys.
saying that to you.
What?
She was just saying that in that same video, she was saying that people say, well, if you don't like it, you should get off the internet. No, I don't have to. She was just, and then at the end, she ends by saying, if you don't like it, you should get off the internet. What the fuck?
Hey, here, remember this
It's
one?
official. We're Chevy.
What the fuck is Chevy, man?
Look, it's in a bear
Shanny
suit.
and Revy. Shannon and Rev.
Chev?
Chevy.
We're
yeah.
gonna take a poll, dude. Like, if you guys like it, thumbs it up, whatever.
Chev. Okay, put in the comments. What do you think our couple name should be? Because it's official. They're now trying to figure out what our couple name is. So it's up to you guys.
Oh, like Benifer or something.
Yeah. So it's official. What is
Pig vomit.
our couple name?
What's our fucking couple name, man?
Yeah, what is our couple name?
Why don't you come up with it?
What about Jake and the Fat Man?
Tell us our couple name.
Flaming pieces of shit.
How's it going, Grampy? Hey, Joe.
Good morning.
It's afternoon.
You know, I think it's still. I think there's still plenty of time for this, folks. We can still give them a couple name.
True.
They're not exactly the power couple they were, but I think they're still worth naming. Feel free to put down in chat whatever you think they should be named.
Well, you know, you're gonna love this one. This, I think this is. Shout out to who's that? Oh God. Anyway, I'll remember the person that archives these. But
my psychic abilities tell me this is going to be.
I want to. Hopefully, this isn't lagging. I'm gonna have to. I don't normally use when I'm streaming on YouTube. I usually just use this for editing, but the lighting on here is just horrible. The other laptop I was using, I turned that off, and I don't have to really. Well, anyway, so I want to make a serious video about the only person that can get on here and a word out of her mouth. This woman said a couple of, because I went back and I took a look at some of the things that they were saying in the video because I didn't watch the whole thing and whatnot. All right.
I miss Chirpy.
Remember, I was watching the same thing that you guys were watching, but I was watching things toward the end or whatever. Now, the reason why I don't really trust Shani and the things that she says is because this woman is constantly changing her story. She is constantly changing what happened, what's going on and happening in her life, whether it's her interactions with other YouTubers or people in her personal life, or with her mom or anybody like that. Okay, no, you're not Block. I see you. Love you, long time, whatever. I see you in the live chat. So, I went back at this video. And she says, "But I want to deal with this whole being raped issue." But she accused
Chirpy,
the odd Chris, her ex-husband, of actually raping her. She accused him of actually doing.
You've always talked that fast. Like, now, is it a thing?
None of us ever seen any evidence for this. We never seen any police records. We never seen an admission from him about actually doing these things. I took her word for it because of the amount of emotion. Because of the amount of emotion that she was expressing in her video when she talked about these things. But after my experience with her, I just noticed that she has a tendency to really just change everything on a whim whenever it's convenient for her. And I think she does at the place of the camera and whatnot. And that's all fine and well and whatnot. It's kind of hard to express why I don't believe Shani to people who never been in that house before or never had to deal with her on this level before. So if you've dealt with her on a personal level, you'll understand what I mean by this. But I don't, it's not only that I don't trust that she was raped, because she's never provided any evidence for this. She never proved it. All she did was appeal to emotion with a bunch of crocodile tears, but we never saw any real proof that Chris did any of these things. We never saw no proof of that whatsoever. If you're going to say somebody did something to you, proof needs to be provided. And I was a fool for believing her when she said this happened to her. When a woman makes a claim like that about a man, that's a very, very serious accusation.
You were saying, Jello?
I don't know. So much to unpack.
Yeah.
Comfort Doll's right. He denies having said this. Shani is a liar. I'm sorry for all the outbursts. It's just hard for me to hold it all in. You know what I mean? It just
yeah, let it flow. That's why we're here. I mean, I'm banned for a week, 7 days, but this is why we do what we do here. It's a place for people like you and people like me to listen to shit like that and just get shit off our chest and go, what the fuck?
You know this is a little bit off topic.
And then we got Scott in here, who is a mental health professional, to make sure everything is on the up and up and everything, and nothing, no chicanery. And
we could use one of those.
Yeah.
So could I, but that's why I become a mental health professional.
Sure, but you can't really treat yourself, can you?
No.
No.
The only thing you can do is abuse yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my doctor, not my my medical doctor, but I've had a few people politely tell me just to shut up. Like when I was trying to tell them what to, tell them what I thought they wanted to hear because I knew so much or some shit, or I've had no, just shut up, or not that they didn't want to hear my input, but I'm there for a reason, anyway. For the right price, Michelle Best will poop on your chest. Oh, wow.
That's usually a pretty expensive. Like, you should really see, because usually
that's a high dollar.
Yeah, the glass table, right? Like laying underneath the glass, that usually costs less. Pooping directly on you, that's usually someone who you've already visited a few times. Like that's not your first trip to that. Shall we say professional?
Let's continue with this. This gets really. This is.
Don't say it gets dark. Don't say it gets dark.
No, that would be racist. Because
no, it's not. He said the fucking lighting was off. You can't really fucking see him. It's actually dark.
Yeah, that's true. But with Miss Parker lurking in the background and Black Guy TV and stuff, it's really easy for me for things that I say to come off, those, like they call racisms and stuff, and I didn't want Miss Parker to catch me in another one. Who wouldn't want a good Cleveland steamer?
I mean, if someone's gonna catch you in one, better to be Miss Parker's caught me a couple of times. She's like, Joe, do you even know what you're saying? I'm like, usually no. Yes. And she, but she's a very forgiving person. So
I know, but it's getting caught. It's when it's like, I knew I shouldn't have. I mean,
I think that's where you should play up your age. Go. I do. Know what I'm saying.
I got the age card going for me.
I'm silly. I'm senile. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hey, look, I remember what I could. Like when Von Helton.
It was okay to say that last week.
Yeah, well, when Von Helton was using every ethnic slur from...
Boy, that was a fun one, wasn't it? You're like, just ooh, the cringe is just crawling farther up your spine every word he says.
I mean, yeah, and...
I don't know if you felt what I was feeling and don't know what to call it. The term is douche chills. You were getting douche chills from that.
Even, like I've said before, I get ethnic humor. I understand. Like, look, living where I live right now, I've heard a few things that I haven't heard in a while, right? And not necessarily,
because there's a bunch of old people around you, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And the person, he's nice. It's not like he's, yelling, but some people, and when you go, that's not, even, like, it gets to a certain point where you listen to it and you hear it and you go, oh, that's just cute. Or ooh, boy, because if you say anything, they're not going to understand what the fuck nor will they give a shit.
It's like when someone like Vaughn tells you he's going to kill you. It's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You are. I know.
Yeah, like
I know.
This lady, this guy the other
day.
Yeah,
you got your shotgun and the door open. I know. Come on in, Kenny. Come on in, Kenny.
I know. You afraid of the dark? You afraid of the dark? Jesus. Nah, but when you hear people say things,
I'm actually kind of night blind, so I wouldn't say afraid of the dark, but it's easier to scare me in the dark.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you know why we have shins?
Shins?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know.
It's so we can find shit in the dark.
Oh God, no,
I thought that's what your nipples were for.
No, that's for another reason. But then
that's a pretty deep one. This guy that's here on screen at one point made the claim that men's nipples are like cats' whiskers. They use them to navigate in the dark.
Oh, I thought you meant like like a cat's whiskers, where if the whiskers fit, the cat can fit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just repeating some stupid shit this idiot said because I think it's funny.
Well, he said that male nipples were used for navigation.
Well, he didn't use the word navigation because he doesn't know words that big. But yeah, that's the point he was making. I know someone in chat here knows what I'm talking about. Can back me up. Help me out, people.
Wow. Nips are for glass cutting. Everybody knows that. Oh,
when you got the good ones, that's true. When you got the good ones.
I'll bet Rebecca's. Never mind. She seems to.
There you go. Comfort doll saw it. See that?
Yeah. How you doing, Comfort doll? Jello, I'm upset, man. You know, this was right around AdSense and stuff, and do I still get AdSense, like, if I have a strike against me and I can't do shit?
You know, I don't have a clue. I've really never made...
No, and that's not, I'm not going, this isn't a, beg, but, I mean, I do have a PayPal, folks. But, and I got merchant and all that other shit, and $, Grampy Lobster 401. But no, I was just thinking that. I'm like, well, what a hell of a time all of a sudden to get a fucking, community guidelines, and when I went to look, it just said content removed. I don't know. My feelings are hurt, man.
I'm sure it'll be fixed in a week. I know that doesn't make you feel a lot better, but it should make you feel some.
I know. I had to fucking. I had to remember I had to look up on my Rolodex to remember the fucking password for this fucking channel here for the Uncle Lobster. Or Uncle, is that my name? Uncle Lobster?
Yeah,
Uncle Carl or Uncle Lobster. But, I spent 3 months subscribed to Stinky on Twitch as Uncle Carl in order to finally
not get blocked.
Yeah, put something in a side chat. I just wrote, "Hey Stinky," right? I knew it's just gonna, that was gonna be my only chance and stuff like that. But him and J Dubs were like looking and they were talking and everything, and they both looked at the side chat at the same time, and like, boom, I got blocked. Yeah, you see that? He's an asshole. Boom, and I'm blocked. Now I'm blocked again. I feel. But you know what I do have, Jello?
You have Jello?
No. I have, and nobody else does, my own Stinky Von Poopy Pants coaster.
That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Schneider Handyman's daughter made it for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's got that. It's got, there's Stinky right there.
Wow.
And, yeah. And I got this one too. She made for me. It's kind of it's this resin stuff, yeah. It's, but nothing like G-Man, you have a month left on Von's Twitch to comment, Yeah, a lot of times you get one chance. Well, with me, I knew I was going to get one chance, and
Yeah, well, you make it a good one, right?
yeah, hey, Stinky, because he knows who that is.
Stuff like that will prevent you from getting jobs. Stuff like that will make you lose friends, even though you never went to court, nothing was ever proven or whatever. That's a reputation destroyer. And she said that this man did these things to her. I never was shown a drop of proof for it. All I heard was a bunch of emotion and crocodile tears.
Yeah, like they have to.
And again, the secondary reason that I don't believe that Shani was raped is because Shani keeps changing she keeps changing her stories every time she gets into a disagreement with somebody.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And if I was Chris, and if he didn't do these things, and he can get his hands on some money, I would make her stop saying those things if I was him. But that has nothing to do with me, because these accusations isn't being made about me. These accusations are being made about Chris. I not only don't trust that, but again, I went back to that Google Hangout and I looked at it. And I noticed that she said something interesting. She said that if I would not have reacted.
What was that?
He said it had nothing to do with him, but yet he's rolling a dialogue on it.
Yeah, he wants to look. At this point, do you know about their story? Do you know about the Shani and Gary story?
I don't know shit from Chocolate, dude. I got nothing.
All right. Well, at the time that this was happening, he was mad at her. Like, now they're friends and stuff, but then he was mad at her, so he wanted to see someone fuck her over. That's kind of what he does. Like, so he's a Christian evangelist, right? And he likes to mix it up with the black Hebrew Israelites. He thinks they're racist and violent and dangerous. So when he gets mad at white people, he threatens them with doxing them to the black Hebrew Israelites. That's just the way this guy thinks. If he doesn't like you, he wants hell to rain down on you. Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
A certain way that I might get papers for that house. And I want to make something perfectly clear here. This is for my critics on here. Dragnut, the atheists on here, and people like that. This isn't so much for Christians, because as far as from a biblical perspective, I have certainly learned my lesson about dealing with somebody like this. But this is for the atheists out there. I want to make sure that you guys understand something about me. Actually, I can't even say that, because there's no way I can actually prove that. Something like this. If I never made a YouTube video, I'll put it to you like this. If I never made a YouTube video today, and she would have called me and contacted me and told me that she was going to give me the house, I probably would have been 12 times more disrespectful to her. And you want to know why? Because I don't believe a word coming out her mouth. Since all of this stuff has been happening, all Shani has been doing is lying about me. This woman hasn't told the truth about nothing. So Shani's going to have to forgive me if I didn't want to get duped a second time. You see, you made a YouTube video claiming you was going to give me a house. You lied about that. And then all of a sudden, I'm just going to miraculously believe that you are just going to just give it to me again. You got me the first time. Shame on me. You will not get me a second time. The only reason I even think you even entertain something like that, I think, would be to try to regain some type of control over me. And woman, that ain't going to happen. This is not me being goofy. This is not me being laughative and trying to make jokes on here or whatnot. This is me being 100% dead serious.
It totally happened.
Fake police reports that you say you want to put in your imaginary.
Yeah, he's dead serious.
It totally happened. The whole control over him that he said ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
At this point, he is living in that house that she gave him, but so is she and her husband. And he's living in the basement. They're the ones that got they're in the big house, if you know what I'm saying.
So they're treating G-Man like a second-class citizen. My God, making him live in the basement. My God, G-Man must be going through a lot. You know what I mean? What do you think, Scott? Well, that's yes, Scott's
rules about me not being able to say what I need to say on social media.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
All you do, Shanny, is lie. Now, what if something like that terrible did happen to you? And all you've been doing on social media and then lying about it and lying about it. Who's going to take you seriously? Who's going to take you seriously? It's like the little boy who cried wolf. Kept lying about a wolf coming, lying about a wolf coming, lying about a wolf coming. And then when the incident did happen, nobody believed him. Now, a lot of people on YouTube are still trying to figure out who's telling the truth and everything and whatnot. That's all fine and well. But this is really just directed towards people who's just curious in general. All right? And that is, I don't believe nothing that is coming out of this woman's mouth.
Nothing.
I don't believe what she said about a restraining order. I don't believe they're married. I don't believe that she eats fruits and vegetables. I don't believe anything coming out her mouth. Once I get this in my head that you are a liar and that you don't tell the truth, once this is in my head, it is very, very difficult to get it out of my head. And I just don't trust a word that you got to say. That's just how I am. Maybe it's a personality flaw or whatever. It's all fine and well. But the point of the matter is, Shanny, I don't trust you. And if you would have made a YouTube video tomorrow saying, hey, G-Man, meet me at so-and-so and I'm going to sign up. You think I'm going to fall for that mess a second time? You must be crazy. I lost my entire savings believing the garbage is coming out of your mouth. I'd rather just take the legal route and get and bring my receipts to a judge and have the judge tell you have to pay me.
That's right.
And that's what's ultimately going to happen. But I want people to understand something. I trust Dragnut more than I trust Shanny at this point. That is how much inconvenience this woman put me through. She keeps talking about how she don't want nobody in her life. You go count how many videos that she deleted. Go look on Funny Archive. That's probably where they are and whatnot. Or go ask the atheist for the videos that she made. And you can go see how many videos she made before she deleted them and pretended like she never made those videos and whatnot. But again, I took the time out to go look at the latter part of the video. And she said this. And I was like, does this woman actually believe a word that's coming out of her mouth?
What'd you say, Scott?
I didn't say nothing. I'm trying to work out, like, this guy's trying to run like multiple streams of thought at once, and I think he's tripping himself up more than anything.
He's very low intelligence. This guy's out.
See, the problem with the low intelligence is they think that they're smart.
Oh yeah, but this guy's got real problems though, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, but I probably he's probably like fetal alcohol syndrome, right? And then his dad was really violent when he was very young. So this guy's probably has got a very like smooth brain, probably. Just assume. I'm guessing.
You can only speculate, and that's all we're doing. I mean. I
biographic, really.
Yeah. Now
Here's the thing: being retarded does not make it okay to be a piece of shit.
Right.
And when you're as big of a piece of shit as this guy, you get laughed at for being a retard. Really.
I agree. I mean, I was retarded till I was 12. Just asking my mother.
It's cute that you think it was till you were 12.
I know.
Look at the laws popping up.
I know. It's just, yeah, I know.
Your audience is mean to you.
Yeah, and that's fine. I love my audience.
Me too. You got the best audience.
You got, because they get me. Because it's, God, somebody came in one night. I forgot what it was, but they kept trying to say, damn, who doesn't come in very often. I forgot who it was, but they kept saying, damn, Grampy Lobster really just seriously doesn't give a fuck, does he? Or some shit. And I'm like, nah, I really fucking don't. I said, the shit about, you know, getting a fucking community guideline thing. You know, I mean, I could have made what, $1.50 in that 7 days. You know what I'm saying?
Word. No, yeah, I get it. It's the point. It's the principle.
Yeah, it's just, it's like, you know, oh, somebody, you know, and or, you know, they don't even, I don't know. I'm gonna investigate. I'll have to do that when I really give a fuck. But I love these videos that G-Man or Shanny will claim. Those videos that when you see them, you go, God, I have to have that. You know what I mean? I'm like a hoarder when it comes to like videos like that sometimes.
Sometimes I never have that.
I forgot that I even had this video. You know,
I don't ever get that feeling myself. I get the feeling I get is I need to lampoon this, and I need for other people to hear it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I hope someone has a stream and allows me to jump on, because I too am an egotist, right? Like there's no doubt that people that want to blab their mouth off definitely think they have something worth saying. I'm no different.
Right, absolutely. Apparently, neither am I, you know. Except for I don't play with my poop.
Did you say you don't play with your poop?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
I know. Well, I saw it. Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Pot, not food. Okay. Okay.
We should take a smoke break. I think that's. I think Bozo's got the right idea here.
Yeah. Well, I got a vape right now, so.
Good enough. Good enough. Hey, Robin.
Hi, Robin. Oh God, but.
I haven't
anyway.
done a dab for at least 5 or 10 minutes, so I'll totally do a bigot.
Well, I've been pretty. I was really bummed when I found out I couldn't go fucking live. You know, it was like, God damn.
But then you found out you could go live.
Yeah, I know. I remember it was like. Oh,
so were you really stoked at that point?
Well, stoked, yeah, but still at the same time, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get Grampy Lobster going and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, I gotta, you know, turn on the generator and everything and crank this up and everything.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we can turn this around to your advantage. Let's use it to kick up some drama.
With who?
Whoever. Do you want to blame the Geek Room for flagging your channel down, or what? Like,
oh,
drag.
Okay. No, I don't want to blame drag.
No, don't blame drag.
No. I don't. We
How about
could
Miss Parker?
Nah, she's too easy. I mean, and I didn't mean that.
Oh boy, no, you said it. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
See, now I think you better do it. Get the audience on your side. That might be the only shot you have.
Yeah, that is, because because we've heard about Miss Parker.
Robin's here for the drama. You could always blame it on her.
Well, yeah, Robin's got thick shoulders. Robin's you know, shit, her shoulders are thick enough she can still play linebacker. You know, I mean, she's she. You know,
that's not the kind of girl. I like a woman that can take a punch.
Yeah, no shit, and.
This is one of the most fucked up things I ever heard. The first time I heard that, I was like, I am never gonna stop using that line. That is the greatest thing.
Yeah, I've actually heard that from people that. See, I don't come from a background of when people go, you know. I mean, I've been in relationships before where, you know, fights, arguments all the time and shit like that, but. That is so like fucking foreign, right? Like in my life, and it has been for years, like fighting and arguing and shit like that. And not that we have like the perfect, you know, relationship or anything like that, but but still, there's just no, fighting and, and because it amazes me when people say, well, all couples fight, everybody argues and shit. I don't understand that whole concept of having to be in a relationship like that anymore, and the fact that people do, it's really weird that, I don't know, especially when they start throwing things and making accusations and
yeah, why would you want to be with somebody that you would want to throw something at? I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
Like maybe there's a point that you wanted to be with somebody, and then at another point you wanted to throw something at them, so then you get away from each other and you stop being in a relationship together, but you don't continue on with an abusive relationship.
We get drunk, we like to beat the fuck out of each other, Jimmy Joe, she can really take a punch. She takes a punch like a man. You know what I'm saying? Drinks like a man, fights like a man. She can take a punch like a man. Boy, howdy. That's the woman for me.
Part of the problem, though, with abusive relationships is the abuser will erode your self-confidence to the point that you can't see yourself without them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, having been in an abusive relationship myself, I used to think I was, pretty confident and all that sort of stuff. Got in a relationship with her. Within a year, she'd eroded the whole lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, before you know it, your abusive relationship becomes codependent as fuck.
Oh, definitely.
My ex-husband liked to do recreational arguing. It made me crazy. What the fuck is recreational arguing?
He thought arguing was fun. He did arguing for
Arguing what?
Probably just started arguments about anything. What'd you get from the grocery store? I don't like Brussels sprouts.
See, I don't understand that.
I'm glad Brussels sprouts flew out of my mouth because I really don't. I don't like them.
I do. Well,
I don't know. They're not that bad. We can still be friends, but they're pretty bad.
Okay. But,
Robin, Stockholm Syndrome's a whole different. It's further along the chain. Stockholm Syndrome is where it starts out abusive and it turns into a codependency. Whereas abuse is it starts out good and slowly turns into that codependent abusive relationship.
Like there are people on YouTube I straight up can't stand. I don't hate them, but I can't stand them. And I believe they have more credibility with telling the truth than she does. You told me one thing, now you just want to, because you're on camera, because you're into film, you believe that you can just lie to everybody. And I'm just magically supposed to forget everything that happened. And then I'm supposed to show you sympathy over a claim that you never even proved? All Dragnut's got to do is let me know when he's doing that interview. This is going to be the one time I promote his YouTube channel so hard it's not funny. I will promote it very hard. I will ask people not to do Google Hangouts just so that everybody watch that show.
Wow.
But she needs to understand it. And I agree with you, Fyodor, because I'm going to do that soon. Before I go to bed, and that's going to be very soon. But the point of the matter is I need to understand something. I don't believe a word coming out of her mouth. If she would have made a YouTube video tomorrow, if Dragnut made a YouTube video saying tomorrow, hey, G, man, I got a shed, you can come live in, I'm more likely to believe that than I am to believe this woman was going to seriously get it. I don't think her or the person that or her husband is capable of telling the truth. They don't practice repentance. They don't practice nothing that's in the Bible while claiming they're Christians. Like I said, the video I did before this, I was all funny and fine and well and whatnot. But I'm being 100% dead serious now. No giggling and laughing and none of that stuff and whatnot. Shanny, when you learn how to tell the truth, people will take you seriously. I'm asking too much. You don't have to block her. What I mean is, don't let her stress you out. I hear you, Fedor Dostoevsky. I hear you. Call me Fio. Said like Theo. Okay. Theo. Okay, gotcha. That's with an F. All right. Theo. Gotcha. So I just wanted to make this YouTube video before I go to bed. But again, and if she made a YouTube video tomorrow saying something like that, I don't believe you. See, this is when I'm gonna believe you. When you get a pen and you sign and the papers are in my hands. That's when I believe you. You simply I was thinking about giving it back to you, and according to you, you never gave it to me to begin with. Again, I wish you would make your mind up. Like I said, I lost my savings. I lost my job. I lost my job before I got the house. Then she gave me the house and decided that she wanted to be 40 times worse than the devil and put me through what the heck I went through and whatnot. You think I'm going to retrust her like that again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'm not saying I'm not trusting all Christians and all like that. I'm saying when it comes to this one individual person, I had to go through all of this to learn the hard way, and that is fine. But the point of the matter is I will never trust Shanny again. In my opinion, based on my experience for being around this woman is a liar. And God burns liars in the lake of fire. So, just unrepentant ones. Let me put it to you that way. Unrepentant ones. So, I hope this clarifies some things. Shanny, you want people to show you sympathy over what you claim Chris did to you? As of right now, I want proof. And I believe that everybody in this community needs to start demanding that if they haven't already done that.
Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus Christ is Lord. Yeshua HaMashiach is in all our hearts. And I am going to be preaching right now.
The submarine. It was in the United States, in case you've forgotten, that was invented the first armored battleship that Europeans claimed wouldn't even float. And yet, with these, we changed the history of the world. And not only did we develop the airplane itself, but in 1923, we worked out a stunt called dive bombing. With our schoolboys weaned on 1 million jalopies, we happened to lead the world in mechanical ideas. However, one secret Hitler weapon that is neither steel nor vapor, that moves faster than the swiftest airplanes and is 1,000 times deadlier. Wilbur T. Blabbermouth here gets it like this.
I have it from sources of my own that our so-called allies are already beginning to gang up on us. Well, look at England, for instance. Of course, everybody knows that she'll fight to the last drop of American blood. The only thing that they're interested in is that everybody else go out and fight the battles for them while they sit back and save their own skins. And as for those Russian Bolsheviks, well, they're just biding their time, make a deal with Hitler, and then stab us in the back.
Did you hear that, Walter? Just wait till I tell the boys at the board meeting tomorrow.
Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
For with propaganda like this, Hitler very nearly destroyed the old world. In Germany itself, he used rumor, first to set capital against labor and labor against capital. And this was the way bitter hatred was created between the Germans themselves, until there was neither free labor, free capital, nor freedom of any kind within the Reich. Everybody lost but Hitler. Learning the technique of rumor propaganda in his own country, Hitler could use it at the time of the Munich Pact to create distrust among allies. He could split the democracies away from Russia by selling them the dangers of communism. And the result? The saddest chapter in all the history of free men. Hitler has carefully laid plans to use exactly the same methods to create dissension in the United States today, divide our loyalties, and then conquer us. But that is one thing that is not going to happen here, Brother Blabbermouth, and this is why.
We have not been stunned. We have not been terrified or confused. The militarists of Berlin and Tokyo started this war, but the massed, angered forces of common humanity will finish it. They know that victory for us means victory for freedom. They know that victory for us means victory for the institution of democracy, the ideal of the family, the simple principles of common decency and humanity. Our task is hard. Our task is unprecedented, and the time is short. We can well say that our men on the fighting fronts have already proved that Americans today are just as rugged and just as tough as any of the heroes whose exploits we celebrate on the 4th of July. When our enemies challenged our country to stand up and fight, they challenged each and every one of us. And each and every one of us has accepted the challenge for himself and for his nation.
Well, I don't know. Mr. Big can talk all he wants to on the radio, but I still heard that if we're gonna
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone!
Christmas Kit Kats.
Look at his sweater. It's so cute.
Christmas Kit Kats.
It's so cute. And I got big reindeer on. Right there.
Yes, you did.
It's glorious.
That's Rudolph.
It's glorious.
Yes.
It is. How are everyone's today?
It didn't age well, did it?
I had a sweet little...
Jello.
A little cute thought.
Which one is
and
this?
It's that Jesus was really...
This is like Thanksgiving early, couple of years ago. You know, they were having a good time.
This is the old apartment, right?
Yeah, I think
this
so.
This is two places before the Forever Home, right?
A foodie, and he's always been a foodie. And I think that's a...
Oh, yeah, talking about how Jesus was a foodie.
What?
You've never seen this one?
Loaves and fishes?
No, just check this out. It's really weird.
Most cutest thing. So let me explain it. You look at Jesus in the Old Testament and God in the Old Testament. Well, at that time, Jesus was up in heaven. He was just hanging out with the Father. And they always talk about like how the food of the meat and stuff came up to heaven in a sweet savor. So God the whole time was smelling our food and just, oh, this smells so good. Oh, could you imagine being all up there in heaven and not being able to try our delicious food? So then he comes down here as Jesus Christ, and Jesus, well, they say that he's a wine bibber and he was a glutton. No, what he was doing, he was trying out all our food. Could you imagine being up in heaven? thousands of years, seeing us make all this delicious food and just being able to smell it.
Do you remember?
And then he's finally down here to taste it.
Yeah. And what was the first thing he did basically with Abraham and Sarah when he came down then?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, cook me a meal.
Cook me a meal. He did.
Yeah.
I want to eat. Let me eat.
Whenever he shows up, he wants to eat.
And just think, his gifts, his gifts that were given to him, frankincense and myrrh.
Isn't this some of the dumbest? And yes, I'm going to use the word retarded because it's way beyond watching this just, oh God. Jesus was a foodie. Scott? Oh, he's probably taking notes. He's probably going to report me.
He was smelling that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, why wouldn't like Jesus, like, I don't know, can do the whole, whatever thing and make stuff and I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So why wouldn't, like God, why wouldn't they have the ability to have that kind of food like in heaven if it's so good, I mean, I don't know, they didn't have delivery, no
DoorDash in heaven.
No DoorDash in heaven. But that was back when pretty much all Shanny, she was starting to lose a lot of teeth by then, but
what's interesting is she's looking at him like she's an Argentinian soccer player.
Yeah, she's looking at like him, like possibly put some ketchup and barbecue sauce on him, and she would definitely eat him. I mean, if it, came down to it, I mean, people have to do, what the fuck? Oh, there we go.
That's probably something he asked them personally. I want some frankincense and myrrh because it smells amazing. And then I want gold because I like how it looks like.
Yeah.
Isn't that the cutest little thing? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to say this. I have always seen the sweet side of God. I've always seen his sweet side. I know he has an angry side, but I've never seen it personally on my part. He's got ultimate patience because I've never made him angry. He's always very much loved me and cared for me. Even when I was an atheist, he was still there for me and loving me and caring for me. And he's like the most awesomest God in the world.
To me, that talks about an empty relationship. It's like that internet girlfriend you have. Yeah, I got a girlfriend, and people do have, internet relationships and stuff. I get that, but
when she's saying he's the most awesome God in the world, that kind of implies she believes in other gods, which is kind of against Christian morality. But
not to have other gods, but only to worship one. Other gods before me and stuff. But yeah, it just seems like it's that relate. I wish nobody loves me, so I guess I'll make something up. I've got a, Jesus loves me. Just I don't know. It just, to me, it sounds just fucked up, weird. If it was any other type of thing, the first thing people would say was, "Well, that's a cult," or "That sounds fucking crazy." But if you say Jesus or God, most of the time people go, "Well, that's what they want to believe." It's like, Shanny God is Santa Claus. Jeez.
I'm going to bail. So thanks for having me.
Hey. It was nice to meet you.
Everyone in the chat.
It was nice to meet you, Scott.
Say hi to Elsie.
I will do.
Okay.
Oh shit, you're that Scott. Fuck me.
That's right.
Yeah.
I apologize. I haven't heard your voice in a minute. I feel stupid now.
That's okay. There are many, many reasons to feel stupid. This is just one of them.
Okay. Can you say Mikey before you leave?
All right. Say so.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah, I don't like feeling stupid, but I'm glad I said that. Otherwise, he would have left, and I still wouldn't have figured out who the fuck he was.
There's a bunch of people out there that hates me and don't love me. At least I have God there, because I know he's always going to take care of me, and he's always going to make me happy no matter what, because he loves me, and I love him. So, anyway, I got to go I got to go cook the turkey and start the stock, and I got a bunch of things I got to do. The first thing I got to do is cook the pumpkin pie, because I was baking all day long and cooking and food prepping all day long yesterday that I didn't have time to cook the pumpkin pie.
How many people was she cooking for? You know? I mean, it wasn't like they were having a giant feast. It was her and Rev and her two, you know.
I mean, Shannon for a lot.
True.
So I'm going to cook it first in the morning while I'm prepping the turkey and everything else. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah.
We are going to be all like Christmassy and lovey and dovies and everything else.
Yes.
I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving!
Wow. I want to throw up. Anyway. Jello. How you doing tonight?
I'm really high. How are you?
I'm really high. Let me see. Let me see if I can find something else. Okay.
I'm down for whatever, you know.
Okay. You're not a big fan of Michelle Best. I know that. So.
Well, I hate the cunt, but that's because she's made death.
All right, this video goes out to the bitch-titted individual known as David Anthony Weiser. A man smokes a cigarette after he makes his wife come. David Anthony Weiser, we asked you in the live room if you've ever made a woman come, and you said that you will not answer that question in a public forum. That sounds like a no. I want you to know that I just made her, like, literally do the impulse, like, the legs twitch. Do you understand that this just happened not too long ago, okay? And now I am a male doing male individual activities, like making my wife come and then smoking a cigarette. What the hell kind of male activity have you done? You sit on your ass and you have grown bitch tits because of it, and you gossip like a female.
Wow. Shots fired? Can you? I don't know. Wow. That, man.
What a piece of yuck.
Oh, shit. Man, that, oh, man.
Him and his old lady, just ultimate pieces of trash.
I just really, really don't. What was it? Oh, God, I love this one.
Nothing I good is good enough for anyone. Don't waste the gas money. Please. We don't have any more money to waste.
Gas money. I'm just...
Where are you going? No, you can't spend the money on gas. We don't have the money. I can't get any more. No one's donating.
Get any money.
We got 20 yesterday. I got 20.
You got 20. Well, good for you. The only reason you're in this place is because of me. You wouldn't have been in this place for 1 second.
Well, I'm trying to keep this place going, so can you help me?
You're not doing shit.
I have made some money here.
You haven't made
What?
enough money for 1 month of rent. Not 1 month.
I
So we've
just
been
got
here,
monetized.
and we have been here for a year and a half.
I just got
You've
monetized.
done nothing.
What have you done?
I gotta send here, you fucking bitch.
You're gonna hit me now?
Yeah. Call the cops. I want out of this relationship.
Folks, that's always the answer. Remember, if you
Yes.
don't want to be in the relationship you're in, hit your wife.
What are you
That's
gonna
that's
do, Jason? You don't even have a job.
Fucking
And you're gonna
idiot.
waste money on gas? And let me guess, you're gonna come to me for the gas money and the cigarette money and all the money you've been needing, like you've been doing. Most of the money went to your fucking cigarettes anyway. Yeah, $6 a day times 30.
You're kidding me, right?
6 times 30, you
God,
do
I
the
wish
math.
I had a fucking gun. I would put it right here and pull that fucking trigger. And you'd laugh and smile.
Well, at least I'd go somewhere where I'm appreciated.
Yeah, right.
You don't do shit for anyone but yourself.
Fuck yourself. You spent all my money.
I spent all your
You
money?
spent all of my fucking money.
How? What did I spend my
With
money
your
on?
piece of shit children.
Really?
That break shit, and we had to move 15 times. You spent it.
Yeah. What about all these games and all this shit? Yeah, yeah. What about all the big fucking car I told you not to buy?
I spent $1,000, fucking cunt. $1,000
Stop
on my
calling me
collection.
names.
Stop bringing up stuff that's mine, and it was my money.
I'm not. You're
I
bringing
love
it up,
the fact-
stupid.
I love the fact that
You're the one who's saying
clearly-
I'm spending the $700,000 when it's literally you spending all the money.
No.
What did I spend the money on?
he lost the ability to
What did I
understand
spend the
money.
money on?
My money.
What did I spend
Every
the money
expenditure he does is $1,000.
Oh,
That's-
food.
And you're fat ass.
So
Get money
food.
anymore.
Fucking
So
disgusting
food.
fat ass.
So, who's Caitlin from Exclusive?
Caitlin is a fucking woman that took my name when COVID first started because she had to call me to get in there. Asshole. You fucking asshole. Piece of shit.
So you spit on me too.
Yeah, you deserve
After you fucked me yesterday.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah.
I wish I could rip my fucking
love
thing
this
off
part.
after being in you.
Yeah.
It's sterile and disgusting after being in you.
Wow.
Who the fuck would want to fuck me after that?
After that.
Wow.
It's true.
Wow.
That's very fucking true.
Do you realize how abusive you sound?
I don't care. I don't care.
Wow.
So, okay, I spent $700,000 on food. Nothing expensive or anything. Right? It was just food.
No, there were plenty of shit you spent your expensive
On
money.
what?
Yeah.
What? What?
And shitty clothes and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry I had to get
And
clothes.
makeup.
You told me to buy that
You
makeup.
told me to buy it. Fuck you.
You said, let's go to Sephora and I'll get you makeup. I want to spoil you.
Pisses me off so bad.
Well, I'm not doing anything but working my ass off. Okay? Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's good.
I am. While you're threatening and calling me names.
Don't make any money. None.
Yeah. Right.
Well, at least I'm trying to make money, unlike you. At least I'm trying to help something with my family, unlike you. I probably am gonna die, Jason.
God!
You know, I don't disagree with that there, Comfort Doll.
You're bitching wine, and you're pimping yourself out to men.
What's up, so
Literally. And expecting me to be in the video too with you. I am done with you. We are not together.
Uh-oh.
Can't wait to get the fuck away from you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to make money. Do you want me to not make money, Jason?
Yeah, make money sucking somebody else's dick because it's not going to be mine.
Ooh.
I don't want to be anywhere around you.
Why? I didn't do anything to you, Jason.
I wake up 6 in the morning to you bitching on the phone to people and telling people you're pimping yourself out.
No, that's not what I was saying. I said I needed support. What are you talking about?
I'm disgusted by you.
I said I needed financial support. How is that disgusting?
Yeah, right.
It's no different from what you do.
Mm-mm-mm.
Good, you can't wait to get rid of me. Good, everyone can't wait to get rid of me. I'll never have any support or love from anyone. I'll just constantly be hurt by people, constantly be threatened, constantly be called names. And I'm just stuck here on YouTube trying to make a fucking coin. And then be told how fucking much I suck for trying to make a fucking coin when no one in this house will do anything.
God damn. Man.
I do all the cleaning. I do all the cooking. I pay the fucking bills. I do everything I fucking can, and I've been doing it for years.
Shit, nobody cleans there. And,
spoiler alert, we've seen the house. Nobody cleaned.
Yeah.
Nobody cleaned.
Apparently nobody was
Danny
paying the
didn't
bills
do
either.
shit.
So, she was paying the bills with what? Right, not. She is the martyr, you know what I mean?
He admit I took care of him when he had wet brain, and then he turns and says I did nothing.
She gave him wet brain.
I'm not good enough for anyone, and it sucks because I tried my hardest.
Well,
to do
your artist
everything
really
for
sucks.
everyone.
Oh, no.
Because that's all I do is everything for everyone. I never do
She
anything
might
for
go out
myself.
with David Anthony. Who knows?
If he's really going to complain for me getting $800 worth of makeup when he told me to, and clothes and food, and say that's the reason why we have no money, without ever looking into all the fucking stupid shit he buys.
Blaming.
Everything I get is practical and has reason. I don't look. You're just mean. You're just mean just to be mean.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. You don't care about me.
You spent all my money.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I was literally telling you stop buying this stuff when we knew the
Would
money
I
was
be
running
moving
out.
around if your ass didn't come to me in fucking Pennsylvania from Minnesota when you pushed yourself into my life?
I pushed you in.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Jason, you always say this when we get in a fight.
And then you come back and say, I'm sorry I said all these
No, I'm
things
not
to
saying
you.
sorry anymore.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're going to say sorry again.
Yeah, because you're probably going to run at me and try and punch me and beat me like you did last time.
You literally just tried to punch me.
Did you see my nose, guys? Yep. Did you see my eyes? Yep. She punched the shit out of me.
That's a lie. That's a lie, and you know it.
Is that a lie?
Yes, it is.
No,
You're
it's
just.
not a lie.
Will you just stop this, Jason? I was asking people for money, and you turned this into this big fucking fight. And I know why. Because you're embarrassed because you haven't done anything to help your family out. So you're so ashamed that you turned your sadness and your grief into fucking anger. I'm seeing a borderline trait. I'm sorry. You can't wait to see me on the street. Really? I don't think that's gonna happen.
It should happen.
Why? Why should it happen? I'm a lazy fuck. I'm trying to work. Are you? Are you? No.
Uber won't take me because my insurance is not good enough, asshole.
Then go get another job.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Like I have to. You're so done with me for telling you common sense? I'm laying there, really? I'm laying there, literally. I was trying to make cash, dude.
Trying to make cash.
Judging you? How am I judging you? You're the one who came and started yelling at me. Yeah, I know you're done with me. You gotta go get some other chick's pussy because you're a fucking sinner.
No,
and you're gonna die in sin.
Chick, that's always been a fucking delusion. You're delusional because of Chris.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. I'm not the one who's talking about breaking up and finding other fucking people, Jason. You are.
I'm there. I'm sick of it.
You're there because why? I'm trying to make money?
No, I'm sick and tired of waking up every fucking morning and hearing this fucking bullshit.
What bullshit? I was literally in the bathroom minding my own business. You came in, tear it in. And yelling at me.
Why are you getting up at 6 in the morning like this?
Because I'm in pain and I can't sleep anymore.
Fine, but why are you getting up and going online like this?
Because I need to make money.
You don't get any money!
Yes, I do!
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. You get money that you don't even fucking get in an account.
It is coming on the 21st.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all.
That's why I asked for super chats and
$500. Whoa. It doesn't even pay for a quarter of the rent.
well, it's more than what you're doing.
We're fucking $16,000 in the hole because of this place.
Yeah, well, it's more than what you're doing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of that? That was a classic. Let me see. Let me see if we can, we still got 19 people watching. I'm just, damn it, I wanted to, let me see. Shanny's Church, nah, that's kind of stupid. Stinky's pro bono lawsuit. You wanna watch the Warren eat nachos?
I'll watch whatever, Grampy.
Okay. You know, here's, let me see, I gotta show you this.
It is so at 6:55 in the freaking morning. Yeah, we are. And I thought that y'all might want to enjoy watching paint dry this morning while I draw the design for the Poker D7.
How many motherfucking boxes of snack cakes, and there seems to be a common theme around there. What's up there? Peeboth Hulu. Peeboth Hulu. You know, I hate when people. I just pronunciation names and stuff, but
which hopefully will translate into an aircraft and get into the air facing front.
Okay.
Is not 30 inches wide, so they couldn't do a whole wing even if they
He's
wanted
gonna.
to on this paper. Now the tail section's perpendicular to that.
I'm trying to get to a certain spot. Yeah, because he's gonna start phoning the trolls again. Come on.
Like watching paint dry, but hey, you want a live show and you're bored as hell? There you go.
His audio really sucks. But he starts talking about. Why does he have a clothes hamper behind him? I don't know. Oh, there he left again. Is he back? Yep, there he is. God, look at his fucking hair. I mean, he's like using a ruler and just... Wow, he's making lines.
This. Yes. I put it on backwards.
Put him on backwards.
As a trial basis, as a proof of concept, that's what I mean. I don't mean that it's going to be a final product.
Oh.
I never intended.
Oh yeah, this is when he's backpedaling on why his
Unfortunately,
other
YouTube trolls aren't very fucking bright, are they, guys? No.
Iconic Plastic.
And so as a result,
that's like a
it just
or
kept
something.
crashing all the time. Yeah, Bob explained it. Crashing all the time. Yeah, it's supposed to. It's proof of concept.
Come on, that's a genuine.
It's crash test stuff. It's a trial basis. It's proof of concept.
That's a drafting
It's something.
table if
It's
I've
a
ever
test
seen
bed.
one.
You know, the faulty one that I made is a test bed. So is the Haberstadt. Now the Morning H isn't. That's going to be a final. But the Haberstadt I'm building and the faulty one that I've already built, those are test beds. Those are me.
Hey, look, I gotta tell you guys, I know 70-year-old women that look younger than that. So to say that he looks like a 70-year-old woman, that's no. I have 70-year-old women that look younger than that. So I don't agree.
Just to elude players. Stay leave me forward, bro.
He gets all.
Hello, ladies. Somebody back me up here, ladies. Damn straight. So does he have a girlfriend? Fuck no, he ain't got no girlfriend.
Oh yeah, here we go.
And all fucking night. Yeah.
Here we go.
He posted on Rumble that he had a girlfriend.
Uh-oh,
right.
Here we go.
Right here. I don't even know if it's going to be a final because God's never said one way or the other. But
I'll be right.
I'm going to
back.
assume that they're going to want it in the air at least, and that's what we want to do. That's the plan. You do plans, Dave. Don't leave me forward, bro. Get yourself free. And I know I've said numerous times that faulty one was not to be a final product. I know I have. But see, you've got fools like Blue, who's a dumbass. And it's funny. Blue cracked me up. He posted on Rumble that he had a girlfriend. All right. He posted Blue posted on Rumble he had a girlfriend, but yet he spent all fucking day and all fucking night posting on my videos on Rumble. But now wait a minute. If you got a girlfriend, didn't you just jilt her? Yes. Girlfriends want attention. Okay. And if you're busy fucking posting on my goddamn Rumble page instead of spending time with your girlfriend, you ain't gonna have a girlfriend for very long. Hello, ladies. Somebody back me up here, ladies. Damn straight. So does he have a girlfriend? Fuck no, he ain't got no girlfriend. Because if he did, he ain't now. Because a girlfriend is not gonna want him sitting there posting all fucking day to some stranger that he doesn't even know, that he's never fucking met. Right, ladies? You're gonna want that attention for yourselves, right, ladies? Absolutely. Absolutely. So does he have a girlfriend? Fuck no, he ain't got a girlfriend. That's a goddamn lie.
That's a goddamn lie. Or if he does, or if he did, he ain't now. He ain't now. That's for damn sure. No fucking way, man. All right. And that one's a little better than it did. So that's good. Okay, now I'm going to make my curve, which I just happen to have in the center of this here. Isn't that amazing? How the hell does that work? That has to be over to the God's will, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. It is definitely over to God's power. I'm gonna have to put it up here. Put it up here. And then bring the fuselage down to treat it. Like I said, enjoy watching paint dry, folks. That's what you're seeing. You are watching paint dry. You like me so far. Okay. So we'll go. I woke up to the sound of the food in their song. It's like, what the hell? No, it's about foam board aircraft is going to be more susceptible to the wind than a real aircraft is. A real-sized aircraft will be able to take a 5-mile-an-hour wind. A foam board aircraft, a 5-mile-an-hour wind will be like a gale force wind. It'll be like a damn hurricane due to the size of the plane. So you have to take those things into consideration. And the absolute incredible amount of moisture that was in the air. And plus, I was constantly taking my pulse out not every day, but I was taking it out quite a bit. And so I was constantly being exposed to moisture, which is probably something you're not supposed to do anyway. I believe Josh did touch on that on at least one or two occasions. And so, the false was constantly being subjected to moisture. And eventually it just, that was the end. This is the end, my only friend, the end. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I'm working on the fuselage here for my formers and the fuselage half and the top and the bottom and all that good jazz. Gotta get it out. Gotta get it out. Gotta get a message through. 2 inches? Is that what it is? Not quite 2 inches. It's like about 1.5. Yeah, it's just shy. Well, that's about 1.25 or something. So, man, need something. Yep, yeah, it's just shy of 2 inches. Just shy of 2 inches.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if he breaks out in song in court too. He probably does.
Okay. All right. It is a little after 7:33, so I'm going to ring it off here, and I'm going to go get Mom her meds and do some other things. But I may do another live where you can sit and watch me doodle and get these things ironed out. Now on the front of the Boker D7 has an angle.
what I've done is I've added some extra to the front end, and then I'll fold that in.
God, that is so.
Oh. I've got my basic layout for the fuselage here, and the cutout for the tail section, and the extra part for the nose, and the curved front end. So, yeah. Should be alright. Curve isn't very good. Pikachu. Right. Anyway, we're gonna end this, and I will continue later on, I reckon. Hey, Rob Money, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up and go give Mom her meds that I'm forced to give her by court order that drives her crazy, makes her forget, so that she can't testify against James Arnold Frost of Crane Creek Road, Manchester, Kentucky. Because that's why the pills are being given to her, so that she can't testify that he went into her closet and stole all the money out of the closet. Isn't that right, guys? Yeah, that's fucking right, isn't it? See, they dope her up so she can't testify in court against James Arnold Frost. See, if they didn't give her those drugs, she wouldn't forget every day. And she'd remember him stealing money out of her closet, and then she'd go into court and sue his fucking ass and throw his ass in prison where it belongs. But as long as she can't remember, she can't testify in court. Isn't that brilliant? And he got a doctor to do it. He got 2 doctors to do it, Dr. Kim and Dr. Naval. He got them to sign off on that. Oh, well, wait a minute, Bond. Can he do that? No, I'm her medical power of attorney. Everything's supposed to come through me. Oops. Yeah, I'm my mother's medical power of attorney. Ain't nobody supposed to do shit without my approval. Can you say medical malpractice? Oh, yes, you can. Can't you? Yes, you can. But anyway, yeah, I got to sign this thing off and go give Mom her forced meds, which I'm unfortunately forced to give her via court order. But yeah, the Frosts have a lot of explaining to do, don't they? Say, hey, James Arnold Frost on Facebook, why are you giving Alice, why did you get Dr. Naval to force Alice Helton to take drugs to make her forget every day? Is it because you didn't want her testifying in court that you stole money out of her house? So did you go to prison for grand theft? Could that be the reason? And why did you go around James Paul Von Helton's medical power of attorney? And is that legal? See, y'all ain't asking the real questions. Y'all ain't asking the tough questions, right? Yeah. All right, anyway, I'm going to end this and go over there and...
He's just a sack of shit. God, I hate him.
Give her meds and shit. But anyway, glad you got to watch me doodle. And I'll give you some pictures later on of everything over on my Facebook. But anyway, that's going to do it. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
God damn it, that guy.
I know.
Who stole the money out of his mama's closet? But,
see, that's
if there was money to steal, I bet you it was him that did it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's Mr. Projection. He's been doing the projection thing ever since the first time I ever heard him. Everything that it seems like everything that he accuses everybody of doing, somehow he's got his hand in it somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it can't be like, talking, I don't know, the bank manager said this, and if, they're drugging he's accusing doctors of purposely drugging his mother to, not because she's got Alzheimer's, dementia, whatever the fuck, she can't remember where she could hide her own Easter eggs, right? She doesn't remember what she just had for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, most of the time, not to say that she's never lucid, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, memory is not her strong suit, right? But just the way he treats her, I mean, literally the only person in his life that defended him and protected him. And this is how he treats her. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, he's a real piece of shit. A real piece of shit. Much like Shanny.
Yeah. Nothing's their fault. I mean, let's see.
Find something worse?
I forgot. Let me see. He's learning how to use a smartphone or a mobile device. He's got himself a mobile device.
Studio. And in the studio, hopefully I won't get massive feedback.
Oh.
Cam. Test 1, 2, 3.
Jesus. Boy, he's got some of the most exciting live streams. I mean, I've been on the edge of my seat. I can't.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen next?
I don't know. That's why I keep. Oh!
All right. Test 1, 2. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, apparently my mobile device does work. Okay,
Oh my God.
I'm apparently not.
Mobile device. I don't.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
so.
What the fuck?
Okay, so. So
Mobile
yeah.
to mobile.
All right, so now we come in here.
Ugh.
And I can. How can I do this?
Do what?
Ugh. Can I double tap it?
God, he just looks. Look at. Oh.
No. Apparently I cannot.
Jesus, God.
Like caramba.
Oh, there we go.
No.
Let's see.
Well, there's. Interesting. Let's see here. That is all. There we go. Yay! All right,
Back
now
to
we got
peanut
it.
butter. Okay.
Layout. This is a brand.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Uh-oh, I think, yeah, he went, yeah. That was pretty much it, you know, he, that was a whole stream. And, speaking of which, Jello, thanks for being here tonight.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I just, I didn't know what I was going to do tonight. I'm just upset, you know, I gotta, so, maybe I can get, you know, get this channel, up to 1,000 subs too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It with one, you know what I'm saying? So tell everybody, say, look, just, because sometimes things happen, you know, things like that and everything, and
sure.
And let's get Uncle Lobster. Is this Uncle Lobster? Is this the name of the channel?
This Uncle Lobster.
Yes, absolutely. Uncle Lobster and Grampy Lobster. You know, we're keeping it in the family. You know.
For sure.
Yeah, damn. But once again, really stoned right now, and I think I'm gonna go enjoy some music and fuckery and. How do we move on, Grampy? Hope everything went well. How did the move go? Oh.
How do we move on?
Well, we're pretty much done. We're moved in. I got my little screen up behind me, and the it's gone better. This is definitely different. We have an elevator, and but yeah, it's a different. Yeah, the move. Yeah, we're just like arranging shit now. We got pretty much most things out of the boxes, you know, and stuff, and now we're just, you know. I was trying to get you to promote Uncle Lobster a while back, just in case this ever happened. I know, Panda. I know. I should have listened to you. I should have listened to you. I should have hired. I should. You know what? Carl wanted me to enlist the services of Panda a long time ago, and but I thought, you know, Uncle Lobster, it's not a throwaway channel, but Uncle Lobster, it's not a job, folks. You know, we well, once again, we were naive. This is twice that we've been naive to you know, these sudden attacks that come out of nowhere for no reason, you know, except for the fact that somebody got their, you know, feelings hurt, you know. And right now, like I said, my feelings are hurt really bad, but we're going to get over it, and we're going to get through this, folks. With your help, we're going to get through this
together.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, the move. God damn it. Oh my God. I've met like I said before, not that it's a lot, but like I said, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I've met more people with no legs in the last few weeks than I probably have my entire life. And that's not a bad thing, you know. A lot of personalities, you know. You got one guy, his name's like, I'm not sure, but I think his name is Ronnie, but they call him Ronnie No Legs. And apparently this guy, I think his name is Ronnie, but anyway, it ends with no legs, right? And you're kind of going, well, why do you call him Ronnie No Legs? And they'll go, well, 'cause he ain't got no fucking legs. The other Johnny does, you know, or whatever. But anyway, holy shit. It's it's definitely different, and I met a genuine Navy SEAL, former Navy SEAL, yesterday, I think it was. I've met some very Catholic people. Like I said, we live in the you know, I've noticed that Catholics are the most I don't know, it's weird, you know what I mean? Especially when you live in, like, just Catholic fundy land, like where they literally, like, when the Pope says something, or it's really there. It's Catholic guilt, Catholic shame, you know. And I've people have told me things that it's only because you know, I believe in God that I didn't hear, or just, you know, why don't you get, well, I'm a Catholic, you know, we can't get divorced, you know, so you just let the guy, you know. Jesus. It's different, folks, you know. It's crazy, but it's where I live, and we make the best of it, you know. What the fuck is this?
All right, this video goes out to the bitch-titted individual known as David Anthony Weiser.
Yeah.
A man.
Yeah. Jeez, you talk about somebody that's, I don't know. Jello shot, I don't know about you, but Catholic school girls.
It's weird to hear Rev telling a man what a man should do, because it's clear that Rev has no clue what a man looks like.
Yeah.
And that's not his fault. Like, his dad died when he was very young.
Yeah,
I don't put that on him. But what I
No.
do put on him is the fact that he acts the way he does, and then wants to tell other men how they should behave because this is what a man do.
Yeah.
He actually admitted to lapping up his own nut from his woman's vag.
Well, sometimes that's what men do.
Maybe so, but you don't get online and fucking talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Like, that's...
Yeah. Well, he's also the same guy that thought it would be a good idea just to pull his pants down, turn around, and, like, spread his butt cheeks for everybody to see. Because that was gonna... I still want to know the conversation. Like...
I still want to know who took the picture.
Oh, you know Shanny did.
I don't know that Shanny did. I know that it looks like the camera's a little bit too short for that.
You gotta.
I'm not saying nothing. I just want to know who could have done it. Who could have done it?
Who could it be now? I don't know. It could have been G-Man. Think. Do you think?
I don't think he was there at the time.
Do you think G-Man's tapped Shanny yet?
I was wondering if him and Rev had done anything yet.
Well, I think I'm past thinking that. I mean, those two are probably.
I see a real love connection there. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Well, they're brothers in Christ, so it's not
For
gay.
sure. No.
Yeah. Because if you're brothers in Christ, it's not gay, So, I mean, it says it in the Bible and stuff, Somewhere in hell no, G-Man too scared to women's. I don't know.
Yeah, but then how do you lose all that money to Intego?
Yeah. I have a God, he's gotta be a fucking well, let me see. I'm not worried about
The next morning in that hotel room, she was wearing his shirt. Just saying.
That is true. That is definitely fucking true.
That's right, Panda. Keep on pushing.
That's right.
Although he doesn't. But we should.
Don't stop. Let me see. Oh, yeah, here.
I'm getting kind of tired here.
Me
I think
too.
I'm going to have to...
Enough is enough! What's good? You got haters on your ass? You need protection.
Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency.
Knock out those trolls with powerful MMA training.
I have been hired as a debt collector.
Get back what's yours from those dirty motherfuckers.
I bet you're probably thinking, well, if you're a debt collector, who are you working for?
Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency.
On many grounds, I could have you arrested.
And honestly, dude, you need to get a fucking life and quit the bullshit.
Don't get mad, get even. Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency. The past is the past.
creamy cobra.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to thank you for being here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. Jello Shots has just left the house. Grampy Lobster, you know, we're over here on Uncle Lobster. Tell your friends, folks. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. It's going to be a week over here because someone got their feelings hurt. Community guidelines. Well, anyway, it is what it is. I hate that phrase, folks, but remember, if you're not watching this on Uncle Lobster right now, I'm not really sure exactly how to end this, but next time I'll think of something. So thanks for being here.